Namaste. Thank you for giving lots of love to our episode on Working Mom. So here we are with the new 6 myths about stay-at-home moms. If there was a job description about stay-at-home moms, then nobody would apply. Why? Because 0 days off, no salary, no promotions, no lunch breaks, and not even washroom breaks. Because when you have toddlers, then the moment mom is in the washroom, they start knocking, they stand outside the door. Yes? So that is the job description of mom. And your clients cry, they throw things. Whole day you are either cleaning, soothing, feeding, or keeping the house neat and clean so that people do not judge you. And yet, after all of this, society still feels confident in throwing myths and opinions at the moms who stay at home. So today, let's take some of these myths and look at it with a little clarity, psychological insights, and lots of humor. Let's get started. Myth number 1. She's lucky she doesn't have to work. She gets to relax at home. Relax? Where? Show me, please. People have this imagination that the stay-at-home moms are living some kind of Instagram life. Chai ka cup, morning में आराम से बैठे हैं, Netflix देख रहे हैं. And what happens in real life? If the child is very young, she's constantly dealing with this chaos, with a person who thinks that crying and throwing is the answer and question to all the things. And if the child is a little older, then there is homeworks, there is school runs, there's lunch box, there is exam preparation, revision schedules, all those things that she is managing all by herself. Where is the part where she relaxes? And did you know that where there is weekend coming, she doesn't get to relax? She has different responsibilities, more responsibilities. In psychological language, this is called continuous task fatigue, where the person gets more tired, more exhausted, simply because they are not getting a break. Relaxation is not a part of stay-at-home mom's life. So this myth is proven wrong. Myth number 2. She is at home, she can do it. This is the classic logic of society. It means home is equal to free and free is equal to available. The children need last minute things. She's there, she can do it. The doctor's appointment, she can do it. The children forgot their homework, their project work at home. She will do it. She will just go and give. She's at home. This is the kind of mindset people have, and not just relating to the children. She is expected to do for the society, for the neighbors, for the husband, everything. Simply because she is at home only. No, karti kya hai pura din bhar? She is not free. Her appointment diary is totally jammed. It's just that she doesn't have a cubicle and an office building. So this myth is busted. Myth number 3. Oh, she depends on her husband for the money? She must not be ambitious. Seriously? This is a classic. Ambitions exist only in the salary slip. If she stays at home, people assume that she has no goals, no drive, no ambition, no identity. Psychology calls this a status attribution bias, judging someone based purely on their income. Yes, stay-at-home moms are not earning. It does not mean that they do not have ambitions, they do not have goals. They are managing many things. They have emotional labor, they are handling early childhood development things, they are handling behavioral management issues, they are handling day-to-day activities. This myth that she has no ambition, no goals, only because she is at home and financially dependent on the spouse, this is an injustice to that woman who is really handling a lot of things. Myth number 4. Oh, she is at home? That means she doesn't contribute. This myth survives because the child care does not produce receipts. Let's do one scientific experiment, shall we? For 48 hours, let's make the mom invisible. No mom for 2 days. See what happens to your house. and to your child. The toddlers will become feral. The school-going children would have no idea what happened to their homework, where are the shoes, what happened to the uniform, what to take in the lunchbox. They will be taking bread and butter, slapping sandwiches and go. The clean, tidy home that everyone is used to, it will disappear. Emotions of the children, it will go unmoderated. There will be tantrums, throwing things, all those things. And all those things she is managing and not charging you for it. Just imagine if she starts billing all the services that she does in the home, she would turn out to be a costliest employee of the home. Please understand, the contribution is not measured only by money. So, because she is at home, she is not contributing. This myth is totally busted. Myth number 5, my personal favorite. She is wasting her education because she is a stay-at-home mom. I went through, when I decided to drop my corporate career because I got pregnant and I wanted to stay at home with my child. There were 2 versions of this. Number 1, concerned aunt version. It was like, beta, इतना पढ़ाई किया तूने, इतने गोल्ड मेडल्स लाई, दुनिया में नाम किया और अब घर पे बैठेगी. This is version 1. Number 2, the sarcastic ones. They used to say, अगर घर पे ही बैठना था, बच्चे ही बड़े करने थे, तो पढ़ाई भी क्यों की? वो बेकार में इतने बड़े मैनेजमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट की सीट बर्बाद कर दी. कोई और वहां पे जाके पढ़ता था. I have met both these kinds of people. Do you mean to say that, you don't need to be educated to raise a human being in this era, in this generation? You need lots of skills to be successfully able to navigate the motherhood in this era. Education of the mother shows up in everything that she does. How she is solving the problems, how she is managing the behavior of the child, how she is helping in the homework, how she is teaching the children not just the values but even the math concept. How is she able to communicate and teach the children the manners? All those things are hugely dependent on how much educated the mother is. That's why people have this said that you educate a boy, you educate one person. You educate a girl, you educate their entire generation. Why? The mother's education is must. So, this myth that she is wasting her education simply because she is a stay-at-home mom, this is I have no words. This is busted. Myth number 6. If she is at home, why does she need buy? And why should dad do anything at all? This myth seems to run on an ancient software. Don't you think so? There are 2 aspects to this. Number 1 is hiring help. You see, the children do not care whether mom did the brooming and mopping in the house or the maid did it. What they care for is, when I want, is my mom available to me? If the mom has exhausted herself, constantly cleaning, cooking, dishes, laundry, and all the other mundane things other than the child care, when the child needs the mom is not available. I feel that anything and everything to do with my child is my responsibility. घर का क्लीनिंग, बर्तन, कपड़ा, झाड़ू पोछा, ये सब बाइयां कर सकती है. मेरा बच्चा पालना मेरी जिम्मेदारी है. This is my mindset. So this is number 1. Number 2, about the dad. You see, dad is a parent too. Like I said in our previous video, parenting is a shared responsibility. This is called shared parental efficacy. For holistic growth of a child, both the parents, father and mother, are required to be there, to share responsibility. So when dad is doing something for the child, he is not supporting, he is parenting. पापा ने homework करवा दिया या project work में पापा ने help की, so that should not be considered as, oh my god, something out of the world, हमने तो unicorn देख लिया. The father is as much of a parent as a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home motherhood, it is not a downgrade. It is not lack of ambition. It is not that the woman's identity is lost. She has no goal, no imagination, no ambition. This is a complete lie and a total injustice to the mother who is devoting her entire life for the child and for the family. People just see the lunch box. They do not see the efforts that go in the morning for the mama to make those lunches. People just see the well-behaved children. They see neat and clean home. They see the homework submissions, project submissions on time. They see the marks that the child is getting because of mother's teaching, but they do not see the kind of life energy the mother is pouring out and putting into that child, into the parenting. Some mothers thrive when they are at home and some thrive when they are in the office. Some take a break, like me, working or stay-at-home mother. That does not determine the kind of love and devotion a mother feels for the child. Children do not care if their mother has a job, a title, a cubicle, an office, or meetings. They care whether the mom is available for me physically and mentally. When I am down, is my mom there with me? And here is the truth that I want to tell all the stay-at-home mothers. You are not just a mother. You are the center of their universe. Do not for 1 second think that you are wasting your education, or because you are not contributing financially in the home, you are somehow less than a working mother, or you are less than your husband. It is nothing like this. You are doing something huge. You are the creator of their life. Be proud of your status. Do not say I am a housewife or I am just a mother. No, there is nothing just about you. I personally have a huge regard for the moms who are staying at home. This was our episode about stay-at-home mothers. Stay tuned, there is a third episode coming where we are going to strip down the myths and opinions of people about parenting, not just the motherhood. Stay tuned. Namaste.